I said, do you guys tell your students about these concerts? We don't ever see kids coming. And this saxophone player says, I have a hard time motivating my students. So when he said that, I went, the guy doesn't understand his job. You know, you're not supposed to motivate your students. Motivation has to come from within. If you have to motivate your students, you're telling them, you better practice an hour a day and have your mom sign a piece of paper that says that you did, prove to me that you practiced. And so I took a look at this process. It's a 3-stage process. This is my opinion, okay?
Mm-hmm.
But I think the whole thing starts with passion, which is an emotional love of, that's where the art is, that's where the music is, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So a so-called teacher that has a very deep passion for music, he says to the kids, oh, kids, hey, wait, listen. Oh, wait. If you've never heard Count Basie, listen to this. Oh, my God, wait till you hear this, you know? Oh, you've never heard Chet Baker. Oh, my God, wait till you hear this guy play a ballad. Oh, my God, you know? Or whatever. I don't care whether it's mariachi music or whatever. But show it to the kids like you care about it. And their kids are going to go, my God, Bobby really loves this shit, man. He really's, my God, it's unbelievable. Bobby's like so in love with music, you know?
Yeah.
And what happens is from passion, that inspires them. So passion, inspiration. Inspiration, they go, God, I'd like to be in love with music too. And then from inspiration comes motivation, self-motivation.
Mm-hmm.
So kid is inspired. If you can't inspire a kid, then you can't expect to motivate him. You have to do it as a forceful thing.
Mm-hmm.
And the only way that the really way to turn out a really good musical program in a school or anywhere is to show the love, the meaning, the true depth of the meaning of the value, the joy, the spirituality, the finding your voice going inside of yourself. Music, I've written an article about it, the origins of music. It's an ancient form of prayer and chanting, you know? And when we had a mystery, we went, what the heck is this? Boom, 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 boom. We found rhythms, we found things inside of ourselves that a form of prayer. We didn't know. We went inside. Why do I feel this way? Oh, you know, oh, and it became a song or it became a chant or something. So if you realize that the origins, the depth of the origins of music, and you can present that to the kids and say, you know, kids, it's okay. I don't care if you miss a note. We don't want to miss notes, but you gotta. If Michael Jordan or Shaquille O'Neal first threw a basketball up and missed the net, and you took a stick and hit him over the head, they'd have never been a basketball star. You can't invalidate somebody for missing a note or making a mistake. There's no such thing as a mistake. A friend of mine, a piano player up in Washington State, was a state representative for their state of Washington, and he wrote a book called "There's No Such Thing as a Mistake." You know, and the truth about it is, when you miss a note, there's a reason for that. And if you can know, and you were talking about analysis and evaluation and stuff earlier, you know, with the knowledge wisdom thing, these steps, when you miss something, you need a checklist. And if you're playing da ba da 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 da, you know, but it sounds like crap, and you da ba da ba da 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 da. Well, the first thing is you want to check, like, what do you feel like? I mean, did you get a good warm up? Is the functional thing happening here? Your setting working? If that's okay, then check your breathing. If you're supporting from down here, that's fine. If you're not, then you're going to be playing from up here. That means you're going to be crunching your chops together. That's probably why you miss. But if that is okay, then you got to check, you check your air. Then you got to start checking the setting. Are you using air pivoting? Or do you understand? Are you controlling the aperture? As you go up a scale, your aperture has to reduce in size, or it's always changing depending on the two things, the register you're in or the dynamic. And so if you check this checklist, you can find what it is. And so, move the aperture, Bobby. It's aperture control. Oh, now you can play.
Yeah.
And if you have the right checklist, if you say, well, it's not a con. I'm playing. They told me if I don't play a con trumpet, it won't work.
Yeah.
Or I need a Wynton Marsalis model mouthpiece.
Yeah.
Get
Yeah.
the hell out of here with this crap. And there's so much. I go back to the beginning of when we started here. There's so much dissemination of false data that puts people down the wrong path. It makes them buy the wrong horn, the wrong mouthpiece, play the wrong way, practice the wrong way, think about the wrong things, worry about the wrong shit. It's okay to miss notes, but not forever.
Yeah.
Not without solving the problem.
Right.
And my job as a so-called teacher is to give truthful information to a student that enables him to go in a practice room and solve his problems. I've written how many numerous articles about you are your own best teacher,
Mm-hmm.
Self-teaching is what it's all about. I mean, I never took a trumpet lesson in my life, but I have certainly studied the trumpet,
Mm-hmm.
A lot more than a lot of trumpet players have,
Right.
And,
right.
I don't, sometimes you can go to certain teachers, and I think just because the guy's famous doesn't mean he's a good teacher.
Just like the best basketball player is not always the best coach.
Exactly.
Sometimes it's actually the one who has the least amount of what we want to call talent, the star potential. Those are often the greatest coaches because they're the ones that had to figure shit out. They're the ones that had to really think about processes and not just kind of skate by on their natural abilities.